It's Happy God Bless America Day, y'all. Happy God Bless America Day, guys. I brought my little girl to the playground. Just for a few minutes before it get too hot out here. Just kind of getting her out the house some, getting her from in front of that TV some, because we know how that is with the kids. They love the TVs and stuff like that. So trying to get my daughter outside. Here she go. Like, she will not be in the house all day. Huh? You did it? Good. Keep going. So, go ahead. I'm about to flip the camera. Go ahead. See how far you can go. Okay. Okay. Keep trying. So that's why I'm just out here just trying to, kill two birds with one stone. Do my free Friday and kind of having her out. And I'm probably going to do something a little bit later on. I don't know, fireworks, something. So I don't know. So, I'm watching. Go ahead, I'm watching. So, y'all, stay empowered, not petty. Stay empowered, not petty. It's just so easy, just to clap back and stuff. A lot of stuff going on. It's so easy to, y'all, like, sometimes we got to chill. I was kind of upset a little bit. I'm going to talk a little bit about that. I was kind of upset, just about, I don't know. And it's just, whenever people try to put things positive, or they try to, yeah, I saw you. I'm looking at you, girl. I see you. Put your shirt down. So when I did. I was looking. I am proud. We gonna get an icicle or something after that. Keep going. You want to do something else? Huh? No, I see you. So, like I was saying, like whenever you have people. Okay. Whenever you have, y'all, she want me to watch her. I'm gonna try to watch and talk at the same time. Okay, Abra, I see you. Whenever you try to like put something encouraging and positive out, like nobody really wants to sometimes hear that. They like some people just like drama. Some people feed into drama or whatever. So what made me say that was what was the day of the event? That was in King Street. That was that was Wednesday. Yeah, that was Wednesday. Yeah, and I thought I couldn't go because usually wait for a minute, Arrow, because I work from 8:30 to 5:30. So I was like, I said, well, I know I'm not gonna make it in time for me. I got to want to go home and get out my work clothes and just put on like some jeans or something like that. So I said, I know I wasn't going to be able, and then be there in time before the thing started. I like to be places early. I like to kind of be places not like after it start, but like kind of before it start. Even if I have to like kind of sit in my car and wait to the event. I like to show up early at events, stuff like that, and especially when it's going to be like a lot of people. So that was my thought. So, I probably ain't going to be able to make it, but I'm going to, I see you. I say I will support through, showing, giving positive vibes, just whatever, just being positive. So, I did my live, and then, as you scroll or whatever, and this wasn't like directed at me. I'm not gonna say the person didn't add anybody, so I can't say it was directed at me, but it was a post I read. The person was like, well, everybody entitled to their opinions, and everybody got a platform, and they don't need to be sharing. So this was like hours after, I'm saying, I did my live, and it probably wasn't at me, but I was saying like how dumb that sound, because people can use a platform for freedom of speech. Or say if you from that area and your kids, go to the high school. I think the school is merged, and then their kids, classmates, stuff affected by it. People can post how they want to post and how they feel. even though if they don't have a solution. Like, people just kind of posting their concerns. And I thought the last time I checked, this platform was about First Amendment. You know, people, and I can see if the person is posting something negative or they're saying something threatening or whatever on their platform. I can understand, you know, people might be feeling some type of way. But if you just posting in general, like if you just kind of offering solutions, or you just kind of saying, talking about your experience, especially if you grew up there, you kind of sharing, like, you know, the struggle, talking about, you know, how things need to get better and stuff like that. I feel like if you doing it more like using your platform for something positive and stuff like that, I don't see nothing wrong with doing that. If you know, you bringing awareness, or you kind of, especially if you you want to see better, your heart is in the right place, you want to see better and see change. So I'm like, what's wrong with people, you know, just sharing how they feel about what the town can do to get better and things like that, if they're not saying it in a degrading and demeaning way. So people should not be saying things like, if you not to say nothing and not to post and all that, if it's for common good. Like, that's the problem. Like, people that are silent, that's why things can't get done, because people want to be silent and people not saying anything, and that's what caused a lot of issues, not just only in the Winsboro County area, but every area. If you see there's a need, whatever city or town you live in, and it can better, like, the kids, the environment, that's the time to use your platform to speak up about the situation, not be quiet. I see and don't say nothing, because by you saying something, that can eradicate the change. By you saying something, if it's something positive, if it's something, you know, that's can help. Like, we just been quiet for too long, and I'm not in the state. If I got a whole platform, I'm here on Meta, on wherever platform I'm on, if I'm seeing something that needs to be done or changed, that's when I'm gonna use my First Amendment right to speak about it. So I took it as like that was an ignorant statement. And especially if you wasn't even at the event. I mean, if you was at the event they had, I think that the people, they gave us like index cards. Like, we could have write about whatever problem you want to see, things you want, questions you want to been answered, and things like that. So they gave people like the index cards to kind of write out, you know, what they things that they want to see change. You know what I'm saying? There. So they did, you know, they were passing those things out, and the guy from Charleston, he was passing out his nonprofit pamphlets in the nonprofit organization he has, and he's willing to help and things like that. So there were resources and stuff that was passed around. People could have connect. The people who live there, you could have connected with other people. So that's how it starts. You know what I'm saying? So they did, that was some positive aspects of it. But just the you know, so and I say that, and they say they're gonna have more of those type of events and stuff. That's not gonna be the first time they're gonna have, but just to stay posted. So, like, if you know, so there are ways people can get their voice heard, but just to come and tell people not to talk and leave it up to the officials, the community people, your voice matters. If you live in that town, or you have kids in general, you know what I'm saying, you live in a neighboring town, or you whatever, your voice matters. Like, nobody should not be saying not to say nothing, especially if it's something that can bring awareness, or if it's something that people need to hear, you know what I'm saying. So I mean, the people don't need to be saying that. And especially in the ones who saying that, if they wasn't at the event or not trying to go to the event, you don't need to be saying nothing. How about that? You don't need to be saying nothing if your boots wasn't to the ground. You not trying to, you giving your information about telling people they shouldn't have posted, but you not out there telling people like what can people do to help the kids there, or the community, or are you trying to, you know what I'm saying, are you trying to help with change, or getting with people and stuff like that there? Then if you're not doing that, then how you don't need to be poisoning other people's mindset as to why they shouldn't be saying anything. So I just took it from I took it upon myself. That's why I was posting like that, y'all. Y'all probably say, that girl. That's why I was saying what I was saying. If y'all was look back at my post, I was saying about the First Amendment, right? Because that post right there, and that's a resident, I'm thinking, of that county. I'm like, why is you saying that? You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't be saying that. Like, it's just like it goes back to one, the parents was saying that about staying silent, not speaking up. Like, that's just that, just be quiet. That what that gives me up. Like, you just be quiet, don't say nothing, don't post nothing. That how I took it. I'm like, no, you can't just not be quiet and don't say nothing, not post nothing. That's why things are not changing the way it needs to change. You know what I'm saying? And to me, that's being petty when you telling people not to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't do that when you got people probably drove like hours. I know Sima, she drove like from Atlanta, that like a 4-hour drive. You know what I'm saying? And I drove from something. I mean, there ain't nothing compared to her drive. And our kids don't go there, and probably some other people there. You know, I didn't really talk to anybody that probably got off work. They got off work in respect to the people, you know that showed up. They probably got off work, or you know, whatever they had to do, they busy schedules to kind of go out there. You know what I'm saying? That's showing up in numbers. That's much respect. You know what I'm saying? So I can understand why they fussing, because if they was actually out there, they have a right to fuss. If they whatever, if you even drove or you even walked to the event, you got power. You got the right to fuss. If you was actually out there, if you plan on going out there, or if you had some part in it and couldn't be out there, but you still trying to make the change, and you trying to stand by what's right. But if you just on the sideline, you just talking because maybe somebody posted something, you don't like that person, and you just want to say something because you trying to get back at that person. That's being petty. Because if Sam's saying something, you don't like Sam, and then you want to make a post like Sam need to be quiet. Sam don't need to be quiet. You need to be quiet if you not even. And then we wonder why the kids act the way they act, because some of the adults petty, and you wonder why. So I'm just gonna say with that, you know what I'm saying, that's why I say power, not petty. You know, like if people need to just be mindful. Kids are watching our platform. People do watch and see. You know what I'm saying? You can't say one thing and do something else, preach one thing and do something different. You know what I'm saying? That hypocrisy. You can't do that. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be well. You got to mean what you say. Say what you mean. Stand on what you need to stand on. And that's what it's about. So people can start taking you seriously. You know what I'm saying? And then another thing too, if you up under people comments like that go to show what you about. Like, I wouldn't even be up under people comments and they talking ignorant talk. You know what I'm saying? Like, if they not making any sense, you just comment, yeah, girl, like you right along with them. So a lot of times, you know, like even with me, like whenever like somebody posts something, I gauge, you know what I'm saying, before I make a comment, I gauge on, is this thing here making sense, what these here people talking about, before I comment on it. Because I'm part of it. Like, if I'm commenting on stuff, it got to make sense. I'm not just going to be commenting just to be commenting. You know what I'm saying? That don't make sense. So, yeah, I saw some of my old teachers out there. It was good to kind of see familiar educators and things like that out there, and that kind of brought it back to how it was as a child, you know, growing up in that town and things like that. Like how I remember Ms. Eastland, our math teacher. I think I saw her. She was in front of me. That lady she been good on that math game, because math is like my weakest subject. And I remember that kind of brought me back when I was in her class, but she stayed on us. She didn't left no child behind, but that work to me was hard. But that kind of brought me back to the ground roots of it, like how them teachers ain't played no game with us. You know, like Miss Eastland. Talk a lot of cap. Yeah, man. But it kind of brought me back to like the good that was there in that time. It still is, you know. Like Miss Eastland, I'm like, Lord, I ain't want to fail. I don't want to fail, you know. But you know, she used to break that stuff down, the math down to me, and she's a good teacher. It was, you know. So I think she probably retired now. My old hairdresser, I think Miss Veronica, she was one of the people that I saw her, but I didn't get the chance to talk to her. Miss Veronica, she was one of the people that I think the one that started the thing. I think she was one of the ones that led it. But yeah, she used to do my hair. I remember that. I used to work at King Po across the street, and I used to get my hair done across the street. Hey, happy 4th, Felicia. Blessings to you, girl. You know, so I remember her. She was there. Yeah, she used to do my hair, and you know, so I'm trying to see some other familiar faces. You know, like just some people that some classmates and stuff. I did get to speak to one of them. You know, so it was kind of good. It was kind of being back there, seeing some of the people that ain't played no games with us. Miss Beverly, she spoke. Miss Beverly, I think at the time she was doing, I don't want to mess up her title, like the little career thing, to where you like career counseling. I remember she used to talk to the class about like before prom, like how the ladies should conduct themselves before prom, and little safety stuff like that about sexual education, like how just the family planning. I think she did a lot of that, you know, just overall good guidance. She was there. It is people like that, and they're still there, and in the community still doing good. So there are good things there. You just got to just know, you got to reach out to the good people. You know what I'm saying? That's just a few. I'm trying to think of anybody else. I saw my neighbor, my from back home. A few, you know, familiar faces. A lot of people. A lot of I remember faces, but I forgot the name. You know what I'm saying? But I did, remember some of the residents and stuff like that that was there. So that was good. It was a good vibe and stuff. I pray. I say, God, may this be peaceful and stuff like that. And the prayer and everything like that, everything was good. You tired? Well, you about to take a break then. You want something to drink? Well, you get off the monkey bar. It's gonna hurt. You can't be swinging on that stuff for a long period of time, okay? Because you don't have nothing to help it. You got to take that a break. But yeah, what I was saying, dang. But yeah, some of the familiar faces I have seen, you know, a few of the people I went to school with, you know. So yeah, I remember, like I said, I can't remember their name, but I'm good remembering faces. I'm good with faces now, but a lot of people, you know, because I wasn't in their friendship group, so that's why a lot of them, I don't like know their name like that. You know, Yasima, we went to school, we in the same class. Yeah, of course, you know, she live with it, so yeah, we know her. That's all the other class, that's all I know from my class I can think of. Yeah, so it was, yeah. So yeah, the prayer was good and everything like that. There were, you know, nobody else positive vibes. Like I know their faces. Yeah, you hot. So things like that. Good positive vibes. It was like a sense of unity and stuff like that. So that's the stuff we need to be more posting about and not telling people not to say nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like there were some good things, good vibes and stuff that I got. You know, it's been so long since I've been in like a room with all of them at one time, because, you know, I don't get the chance I don't go back to the games and stuff like that there, and or any of the events there. So you know, that was my first time in a while kind of like going back there, you know, because like when I go, it just be like to see my dad and stuff like that, but it's not like a whole group event. So I was like, you know, that was good, like kind of felt back, old vibes back at home and stuff like that, you know, for the cause and stuff. Because like I said, one time I thought I wasn't gonna be able to go because of my work schedule, you know. But I, you know, that is what it is. So yeah, so y'all, we gotta this God Bless America Day. That's all I'm gonna say is God Bless America Day. So with that being said, we gotta just like continue to work on us. Continue, you know, if you doing something good, you might get kickback. You might. You know what I'm saying? Like, brother, he be encouraging me all the time. Sis Felicia, I thank you. Like, you gotta, sometimes you're not gonna be accepted and liked, but that should not stop you from continuing using your platform for the good and doing that. Like haters, that come with the territory. You know, so you gotta continue doing. That's anybody who wanna, hey girl, hey Mandy, anybody wanna use their platform for, because everybody got a cause. Everybody got purpose and stuff, and if you using your platform for what you trying to get out there for your audience and for people and stuff like that, there continue, keep doing it. Like, especially if you're not hurting nobody, you know what I'm saying? Because you more helping than hurting. So continue doing it. That's how we gonna get better. And the day starts today, being that it is the 4th of July. America got a lot of stuff going on itself. So within itself, so that's why, you know, small communities, rural areas, larger cities and stuff like that. They're like, I mean, you know, that's why people got to start making their own county and cities and stuff better. It's the people that have to do that. It's the people, the community that have to do that. You know, in this thing called America. You know what I'm saying? That's all I just want to say, y'all. Just you know, you not gonna always like receive positive reinforcement from people, but you gotta keep believing in your why and keep going. You stay real, your vibe gonna attract your tribe. You stay real, people gonna come. They said God ain't even been honored in his own land. God wasn't honored in his own land. You're not gonna be honored a lot of time in your own land. You're gonna be strangers that's gonna show you sometimes the most love and the most support. So do it because you breaking chains. Do it because you helping somebody out. You helping the larger. You going for the larger audience, or you just going for the mass. Don't worry about the little people in your area or whatever. You disagree with family and all that stop you from doing what you do. It should be about a greater cause. And then think about this. We on Meta. This is a platform. Everybody get to see some. You know what? Your stuff so public. Somebody can screenshot your message. Somebody else can see it, even though they might not be your friend. So what you saying and doing here, it is public. It's a platform. That's how real it is. Until Mark shut it down. But if you still got an account and stuff like that, this is a platform. I don't care. This is a platform. That's how we got to start looking at it. And a lot of times people use their platform for the wrong reasons. They use it to tear down instead of building up. They use it to try to throw shade at somebody. Or sometimes if it's a good thing that's going, they try to use their platform to try to distract people from doing what's right, like little distractions. And now people forget about the real goal. People forget about what it is they're supposed to be fighting for, because now they catering to this ignorant person comment. So just be mindful, stay on track. Don't let people distract you from your goal, or little distractions, or don't let other people, tear down what you trying to build. You keep it going. You know what I'm saying? Keep it going. So that's all I got to say, y'all. It's Independence Day. Appreciate you, Mandy. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate whoever's watching. Appreciate you, sis Felicia. I'm gonna go ahead and head off, guys. So yeah, this is America, and God bless us all. That's all I got to say about that, y'all. Y'all happy weekend, y'all. This is the weekend vibe. So do something fun. Be safe out here. You know what I'm saying? Enjoy and things like that there. And we gonna keep it pushing, keep it moving, guys. Happy 4th and happy God bless America Day. Bye bye. See you in the next video.